I'm wishing for the one I love to find me today, today. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 da da. Why is this not showing on my? Hi, Dahlia. Oh, I snorted. How are you? I'm going to mute the TV. Hey, Dave. I'm muting the television. Nobody needs to keep hearing that over and over again. Isn't it the cutest? My daughter did such a good job. Didn't she do such a good... I know. Didn't she do such a good job? She's got such a good eye. I'm setting up so I can see the chat on my laptop to make it easier for me to see everybody. Who else is here? 4 people. I think I'm going to set this down somewhere on the phone. Here maybe if I can? No, I can't. I guess I got to hold it. I will hold it like so. And watch Miss Zoe sleeping. Who else is here? 3 people. I'm early. I know I'm early. I'll wait till there's more people in here and we'll talk about some stuff. How are you feeling today, Dave? Where in the world are you? And what are you up to today, Dahlia? What's on the agenda? What is on the agenda for the day? I was so happy when my daughter texted me that short yesterday, and I was like, oh my goodness. I asked her, so I first asked her what she used to um, make the short, to edit the short. And she first said patience, and I laughed. Housekeeping job this morning. Okay. Hope it goes quickly. And I hope it's not too hot by you. Wheelie Carol, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. 15 people, 12 people. If you guys are, of the people who are here, if you're just passing through, can you say hi in the Jim Lynn? Hey. Can you just say hi in the chat and let me know where you are finding my channel from? I'm so interested. And if you're new and you're not subscribed, check out my stuff and maybe subscribe. I would love that. How are you, Jim Lynn? So one of the things that I wanted to say, to talk to you or mention to you guys, I'm out here in the panhandle of Texas, somewhere between Dalhart and Amarillo. Nice, Dave. I hope the weather is okay. I hope it's not too hot. So I have an HOA in there's only like 21 houses in the little cul-de-sac, and we have a small HOA. And at the end of last month, they had a meeting. They usually do them at like the town hall, and I didn't go because it was a Sunday evening. And like I've told you guys before, Zoe has separation anxiety, so I don't like to leave her. I usually take her to daycare if I have to be out of the house and whatnot. But Sundays, I would have had to board her overnight to make it go to an evening meeting. But in any event, the guy who was the president, I guess, got pissed off and quit and walked out. So one of the old ladies, a couple of the old ladies started a group chat and got a few of us together. And so last night at 6:30, across the street, the person across the street, because we were just going to meet by where the mailboxes are and just kind of hang outside and just talk about stuff. But the person, one of the people across the street was like, no, come to my house, it's too hot, and, everybody come in, it's going to be hot, whatever. So I was like, well. So I had gotten Trazo from the vet for Zoe to try and get to where she'd be calm enough to be alone. So at around 5 o'clock, I gave her a Trazo, and then just before I was going to leave to go across the street. I have these lick mats that I put like peanut butter on just as a treat for her now and then. So I made 2 lick mats. I gave her one in her bed here in the living room, and then there's another dog bed, which is in the guest room, which is in the front of the house, and it's got floor-to-ceiling windows that overlook the cul-de-sac, so she can look out the window and see what's happening out there. And so I left the other lick mat there, and then I just quietly left the house. And I was over there for 2 hours, and I came back, and she was perfectly fine. I was so happy. So she must have heard me, or maybe she even saw me. Maybe she was laying in the bedroom looking out the window and saw me crossing the street. But I came in through the garage, which the door opens into the kitchen, and I opened the door in the kitchen, and she was just standing there all calm. She wasn't crying. She wasn't barking. Everything was perfectly fine. She didn't scratch or dig at anything to get out. So, yeah, I'm super excited. So I may be able to leave her at home alone. I was so happy. I was so proud. I was like, oh my God, I was all teary-eyed. Yeah, so that's my Zoey story. So who else is here? 16 people. Can folks say hi in the chat? I'm going to stop yakking about stuff for a little bit and see what all is going on in your worlds. Now we're down to 8 people left. It's going to be another hot day here today. I think another heat advisory. Tomorrow is supposed to be a little bit cooler. So that'll be nice. Next week, we have some high 80s and rain and stuff. So that should be way better. Thanks for the likes. 7 likes. Thanks for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Who else is in here? Really, Carol, what do you have up for your day today? Anything interesting? Anything fun? I don't have anything. Hopefully, Mama, how are you, sweetheart? How are you? Yes, he is, Dahlia. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. A trucker extraordinaire. He goes all over. Alive and kicking. That's all we can do, right, Mama? Alive and kicking. I agree. Same here. A little tired this morning. My left arm, the muscle in the back is sore. I don't really know why, but it's super annoying. Going for a training run in a bit. Right now I'm taking a break and another hour work, then out. Training run, good for you. What are you training to run for? Are you running like a marathon or something? God bless you, that's so good. Just don't kick the dogs. Nope, don't kick the dogs. I'd never kick my dog. I'm so proud of her after yesterday. I was so happy. She was like looking at me like, why are you so happy? Why are you all teary-eyed? I was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Thank you. That's our sweet Omar that kicks Shug dog. Does he? No. No. Didn't Omar just get himself a puppy? Am I wrong about that? Like a chihuahua, I think. It's a joke. Oh, okay. Thank God. I should have known. I should have known it's a joke. Wheeling across Spain, though the fires might change that. So, really, Carol, you're in Spain? That's so cool that you're here. What are they, like wildfires? I'm sorry for that. So there's drought there too? There's lots of droughts around here in the States still, I think. Sugarlock's over in the basement. Yes, he did. Her name is Cookie. Oh, that's a sweet name. Oh, Cookie. Cookie is a sweet name for a dog. Super sweet. No, England, and yes, Spain is having worst fires on record right now. Wow, that's horrible. Hi, Marianne. It's Jamie. I don't know what you're saying. Are you just saying hi to me? Marianne, how did you find my channel? Because I think your name is new. Welcome here. I'm glad that you're here. Did you come from locals, or did you just scroll through and find? Some people just scroll through. I've had a few people. Yes, Dahlia, that's my dog's name. I think it's funny. Oh, somebody is answering you at, someone is talking to you at Marion Smith. You must have said something and I missed it. Yes, I'm Jamie. I'm Jamie. I'm just an old lady who lives in South Carolina and puts up bird videos from my bird feeder camera that I hope people like, and I try to make interesting. I've caught some interesting birds like Little Miss Snow White, who is the leucistic sparrow, which is, she is a 1 in 30,000 bird genetic anomaly. She's amazing. She hasn't been at my feeder for a while. I'm hoping she's sitting on a nest, but we have no way of knowing. We have no way of knowing. Who else is in here, and what would you like to talk about? I really just wanted to talk about Zoey. I was so happy. I still am very happy. We still don't have another president, but we talked about other stuff. There's one house in the cul-de-sac that a very elderly woman lived in it for, I think for the whole time. I don't know, but I think she was like 95 when she passed, and then her son was in it for a little while, and so she had done one of those reverse mortgages apparently. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, hiccups. So when she passed, obviously, I guess the deal is with reverse mortgages that you have to pay it back, like after the person passes or whatever, to own the house, and I guess the son just did not want to. Jamie is an asset to the predator catching team. Thank you, hopefully, Mama. I've taken a little bit of a break. I did text Alex and tell him that I needed a break, because it's so much. It's like a soul suck. I was like, I need to like touch grass and stuff like that. So it's been nice taking a break. Anyway, so I guess the son didn't want to do anything with the house, and so it kind of has been sold. It looks like it's been sold. Somebody from the county purchased it, like a county organization, for the tax lien. So last year the taxes got paid, but the house is empty, and apparently from what folks have been saying, the inside is a mess and the outside is kind of going. So the HOA is trying to figure out what to do with it, and also now the HOA has a lien on the house, because obviously it's been, I think, 3 years, I think they said, maybe 4 years since the woman passed and whatnot, and nobody's really been in the house. So the HOA dues haven't been paid. So trying to figure that out. I don't know what's going to happen as far as the president goes. I think maybe I suggested at the meeting that there's a group text. I'm like, why don't we just keep the group text, and if something needs to be talked about or whatever, put it in the group text and we'll discuss it as a group or whatever. So I don't know. But I stayed for 2 hours and came back. They were still there. I stayed for the bulk of it because I was worried about Zoey. So I don't know how things ended. Jamie, your life first, to take care of yourself. Yes, hopefully, Mama. Yes. Yes. And it was one of the things, like a while back, I had, so it's been a while. It's got to be over a year since Liz reached out to me and was like, oh, I want to help with clipping. And I was like, yes, please. And so that was helpful. She's in California, and obviously I'm in South Carolina, so that was really great for the time difference-wise, and she covered and stuff. But it's tough on her, too. She's, married and has a son and has a life and is busy with stuff. For me, I don't really have a lot going on. But so I texted Alex back then and told him that she was coming on and she was going to help. And I mentioned to him that, I'm 65. And hi, Corza. I'm glad you're here. I was hoping you'd be here. Yay. No, it's okay. I started early, Corza. I said I was going to start at 11. I started like 10:15. So I said to Alex, I'm 65 and I'm autoimmune. So there's times where I'm just not up to it and like I need to sleep and stuff like that. So we need other people. And then it turned into there's always so much to clip with Alex because he's so good at what he does. And so it really is more than a one-person job most times to try and get all the clips to Alex at or before the cops show up. So um, then I texted Alex and I'm like, oh, I'm going to reach out to Taboon because I saw that it made him a team member. So then that's how he came on. So yeah, but it's a lot. It's kind of turned into a job, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time because you're always, you know, when they're on a trip, we all know how many catches he does. He does a crazy amount of catches when he's on a trip, and it's all different times of the day. So it's always watching to see. At least now he gives us a heads up when catches are coming, so that's been much better. But and then obviously when you sit and you're clipping, there's nothing else you can do but clip. You're tethered to me, it's my laptop. For Liz and Boone, it's their phones, but you're focused on watching and listening and clipping for a minimum of an hour and a half at a time. So it's a lot. It's a lot. A tax lien land like 20 acres or more? No, hopefully, Mom. We live in a cul-de-sac, so it's just probably the land for each house is like maybe, I don't know, a quarter of an acre. Yeah, but they're trying to, so it's owned by some railroad entity from the county. So it's weird. We don't know. So the woman who's the treasurer was saying, she's like, they probably just purchased the tax lien and waiting for the taxes to not be paid, and then they'll get the property. I don't think we know who paid last year's taxes, but the taxes on the house got paid last year. But nobody's living there, and you can kind of, it's the only house in the fascia is all coming off. The roof needs to be replaced. It's really, the HOA has been paying. Hi, Pillow Guy. Show us your face. Pillow Guy, nobody needs to see this old lady's face. I don't show my face. Where'd you come from, Pillow Guy, though? How'd you find my channel, can I ask? Railroad, I know, weird, right, Dahlia? Yeah, some county railroad thing. I don't get it. And there is a train that goes through here, kind of close to where the neighborhood is, but hi to everyone in chat. Everybody say hi to Korza. Korza is just a guy who scrolled through one morning. He's in the UK. He's an insomniac, apparently. And I was live one morning, and he just was scrolling through YouTube and stopped in and stayed. Yes, she's zonked out. She's happy. Ghana, you're from Ghana, Pillow Guy. So were you just scrolling through? Did YouTube like put my live in your feed? Is that how you found me? Probably. Unless are you on locals? I bet you're just scrolling. Hi, Tony. Tony, I'm glad you're here. Yay. Nice. Thank you for being here. What time is it in Ghana, Pillow Guy? If you don't mind telling me. I'm really interested in how I'm hoping, and if you're just, I'll subscribe if you show your face. I'm not going to show my face, Pillow Guy. Ain't nobody wants to see this old lady. Ain't nobody. Subscribe if you like. Nice. I'm glad that you stopped by, though, Pillow Guy. Just peruse some of my content. It's mostly bird stuff of my dog, me in my backyard yakking, and then I started going live. Maybe someday I'll do a live where I show my face, but I'm just a 65-year-old old lady. 2:30 a.m.? It's got to be 2:30 a.m. Why are you awake, Pillow Guy? You can't sleep? Are you like a Korza who doesn't sleep? Korza doesn't sleep. Zoe's looking out front. She got up. She's checking out to see what's going on. Wednesdays is the day that the lawn guy comes and does the common area, and he mows my front lawn. He did it this morning. Korza, Tony, I'm pushing him up at the moment. Hard to say hi timely. Dahlia is doing a job. Thank you, Pillow Guy. I hope you like my stuff. I really do. I kind of work hard on it. Most of everything you see are short little videos from my bird camera feeder. that I put together and make. The latest one is Little Miss Snow White. She is, Pillow Guy, because you probably don't know, I'm sure you haven't watched, but she is a sparrow with a genetic anomaly called leucism, which is sort of like albinism, but not exactly the same. And leucism in birds is 1 in 30,000 birds get leucism. So it's amazing that she even came to my feeder. When I first saw her, because I wasn't sure, I knew there was something different about her, because I've never seen a bird that white like that. And I emailed a naturalist society in the UK and a couple of Audubon societies and other places, and sent them videos and pictures of her. And they verified that she's a leucistic sparrow. So she's pretty rare, pretty amazing. She hasn't been at my feeder since the July 18th, though, which is kind of sad. I'm catching up to you, Jamie. Okay, Dave. Okay, what is 55 centimeters in inches, Corza? What's the matter, Zoe? Do you want to go outside? I think Zoe wants to go outside. I got to put the phone down for a second. Oh. You guys can watch me. I'm so old. You have to go outside? Do you want to go outside? Let's see if she wants to go. Do you want to go outside? No? She does this often. Stands here and looks. Do you want to go outside? Do you have to go potty? No? All right, I'm closing the door. I'll leave the curtain open, though, even though it's hot. Those are blackout curtains, and I usually keep them closed because it's so hot here. So it helps to keep the heat. Let's see what I missed here. She's back. She's back. Omar says, Dahlia, my love. Hello, Omar. Omar, how's your little cookie? How's your little cookie doing? Is your cookie a happy puppy? I'm sure. I'm sure Cookie's a happy puppy. Plug my phone back in. 22 inches, I think, Dahlia. No Cumbria, but I'm a Lancastrian. Where you live? I'm half Scottish. 2:30 p.m. Thank you, Pillow Guy. 2:30 p.m. Oh, okay. 2:30 p.m. Oh, so you're not that far ahead. In Ghana. I went fishing yesterday evening, Jamie, and caught a lovely sea bass. Oh, nice. That's what you're talking about in inches. That's pretty. 22 inches. That's a pretty big sea bass, isn't it? Good for you. Jamie missed my comment about. I just saw it. I just caught up. I'm sorry, Corza. Zoe was being a nudge. She thought I was going to go outside with her, but it's too hot, and the mosquitoes are out of control. They just swarm me as soon as I go out. She's doing good, loving life. I got her so tired yesterday. My niece came over, and they ran around for hours. That's sweet. That's sweet. Super sweet for your puppy and for your niece. That's super sweet. My dog is looking like, who's calling my name? I think he did, Corza. He subscribed. It's free and helps the channel grow. Thank you, Corza. Yes. He wanted me to show my face, but I kind of would have to, yeah. For me to show my face, I kind of would have to do some stuff first. I'm so old. I have no eyebrows. I think because of my condition. They got super sparse, and then I just plucked the last of they were all wonky and old lady, so yeah, I'm just an old lady. I'm just an old lady. My niece loves her. Of course she does. Of course she does. Of course she does. I think my daughter's going to start doing more shorts for me. She was super excited. She was really happy about this last one, Little Miss Snow White one. She did such a good job. And her other shorts did well too. The beagles, those are her dogs, the beagles. And Rocky, the pug, that's her dog. Rocky is 17. He will be able to vote next January. He will be 18 years old. Rocky will be old enough to vote in January next year. He's super old. Super crotchety. He's got arthritis, so he doesn't really hate to be up and around. He hates going outside. They pick him up and take him out. He kind of does his business, come back in. He loves, he, my daughter, during COVID, both my son-in-law and daughter were able to full-time work remote from home. But now my daughter, especially my son-in-law, is still remote. But my daughter-in-law, she works for Colonial Penn Insurance / Unum, and she's kind of they call them product owner, so she's some kind of a manager-esque of people and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, so she's a little bit of a monkey muck. But she's got to go into the office 3 days a week. So Rocky, it was an adjustment for him because he loves her so much. But one of the things she ended up doing was he would get barky, and his trachea is kind of collapsed a little bit. So he gets upset and he'll get barking and barking and barking and barking, and that concerns her. So she now, a while back, she got a bassinet on wheels, and it's like high on wheels. So oftentimes she puts his bed in the bassinet and lays him in the bassinet and then just wheels him around when she goes from room to room in the house so he could see her. So he loves it. But yeah. And then the two beagles, the one that's the smaller one, the one that you can tell is younger, is Sherman. Sherman they adopted him he's an Invigo beagle, and I put a link to an article with that short if anybody wants to go and look at it. But years ago, there was a facility in Virginia that breeds beagles, or were breeding beagles, to sell to testing labs. And I didn't think you could do that in the U.S., but apparently you can. I think it's horrible. But they weren't treating the beagles well. And I think 4,000 beagles got confiscated. I know, hopefully, Mama, terrible, terrible. And so they sent them to different humane societies and whatnot across the United States, and people adopted them. We have you, Jamie. Thank you, Tainted Nate. Tainted Nate, you got to be from locals, I'm sure. So yeah, so they did research and they found him. Sherman is the sweet justice for the beagles, yes. And they choose beagles and use beagles for that sort of testing because beagles as a breed are the most forgiving dogs that you could ever want. Like, you could treat them horribly, horribly, and they'll still love you. They will still love you. That was a text from, I don't know who. I might look in a minute. So yeah, so they adopted him, and Sherman has in one of his ears, I call it his Auschwitz tattoo, with letters and numbers, which signifies who his parents were. And Watson, my son-in-law adopted just from a local, years and years ago, a local humane society or dog shelter. And Watson, it's got to be almost a year now ago, was having issues urinating. They took him to the vet, and they thought it was he had issues in the past with kidney stones, so they thought it was another kidney stone. But the vet said that he has prostate cancer, and at that time said weeks to live, but he's still hanging in there. God is good. Hi, Erica. Thank you for being here. I was trying to get one of those beagles. Were you really, Omar? But I couldn't find any near me. So now I have Cookie. That's sweet of you. That's sweet. Yeah. Yeah, Sherman is, and it took a while for Sherman to come out of his shell. He was so shy. Any little strange noise, he was just so, it took a while, but now he's doing well. He loves Watson so much. That was one of beyond the fact of losing Watson that they were worried about with the cancer and all, but one of the biggest things was that Sherman is going to be devastated because he loves Watson so much. Yes, a predatory saltwater fish, very good eating and expensive to buy for food, but slow growing and don't reproduce until they are at least 5 to 7. What type of fish is that you're talking about there, Corza? I missed it. Can I go back? To fillet the fish. The bass that you caught yours? That's interesting. I did not know that. The one I caught last night would cost around 40, that's euros, right, in the supermarket. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. European sea bass. Oh, yes, sea bass. I've heard of sea bass. I've watched, those cooking shows, and they're always like, oh, sea bass. So, oh, sea bass. What else is going on in everybody's life? What other interesting things? Yeah, so my daughter's shorts are doing very, very well. She's planning on making more. I think she's really enjoying doing them. She does a really good job. And I could tell, like with this one with Little Miss Snow White, you could tell that she specifically was trying to time, especially when the little short clip where Snow White is kind of chewing on the little seeds in her mouth. It looks like she's singing. I put her back, Jamie. Oh, you threw her back. Okay, that was nice of you, Corsa. Well, yeah, because that sea bass has been around for a while, actually. Yeah. To be that large, it's pretty big for a fish in general, I think. Not many people put them back. My neighbor is mad with me for doing it. No, sometimes if you're not gonna, I feel like if you're not gonna eat them, then you should put them back. I bet you it was fun catching, though. That's a big fish to catch, I bet you. Bet you there was a bit of a fight going on. I used to fish when I was younger. When my son was young, there was a lake, like, just kind of across the way from where we lived. And we would go there and fish from time to time. Fishing is very relaxing. It's very nice and relaxing. It's a super relaxing pastime. So I'll see how hot it gets today. It's another heat advisory. I need to do a grocery run, but I think I'll do it tomorrow. It'll be a little bit cooler tomorrow. Yeah, it was a great fish, very strong. Yeah, because it was huge. Gets the blood pumping when you know you have a nice fish on the line. Yes, yes, absolutely. Just as fun to put her back, to be honest. It's very kind of you to put them back. But I'm sure it was super fun and exciting. Did you take pictures? You should have taken pictures and posted them. If you have pictures, post them on your channel. I'll look. There's Omar asking. Great minds. Mad Maxie! Hi! Are you the Mad Maxie? Are you Alex's Mad Maxie? Oh my goodness, thank you for being here. How are you? I'm glad I caught one of you. I'm glad you did too. Yes, Maxie, thank you. I'm so happy you're here. I hope everything is well in your life. I think about you often. I'm okay. I've been my health has been a little wonky lately. I texted Alex at the beginning of this trip and told him I needed to take a break. Thank you, Maxie. So I've kind of been taking a refreshing break from. It gets to me after a while. There's just so much. Yes, breaks are important for you as well too, because doing what you do is amazing. God bless you. Yeah, it's just like a soul suck. It just was like, I was like, I just kind of need to touch grass and do things that are more fun. Yes, it's crazy work, and thank you. It is crazy work. My first date with my husband was fishing. Aw, Dahlia. I acted like a girl. Let him do the worm hooking. Nice of you. Never mind, I would have no problem doing it myself. That sounds like a sweet first date. I just shut up and listen because nothing I try to speak to my phone comes out right. Oh, Dave. Yes, Maxie, you are a champ. She is a champ. Nobody else does what Maxie does, too. It's amazing. It's amazing. I heard about last night's. I kind of didn't watch it. Kudos. Kudos to Pris. Holy moly. She reeled in a good one. She really did. Yeah. I will watch it for sure. I will watch it but I heard about it. I almost feel like it's too bad he wasn't brave enough, but I know that would have been a horrible thing to happen on the live. I know, crazy, right? Pris is awesome. She is. She is. And so are you, and so is Ashley. Yeah. You guys do really, really great work. Was crazy but good. Maxie, you are incredible. All you decoys do incredible work. They do. I was really drunk. I kind of forgot what happened. Are you serious, Erica? From last night, I guess the pred got so upset that he held the knife to the area between his chin and his shoulders. He was apparently not happy with breathing at the moment. So yeah. Yes, I have to watch it too, Erica. You and me both. Yeah, I'm glad it didn't happen because Kik is weird about violence, and Alex probably would have gotten banned. I know, it would have been bad, Omar. It would have been bad. I mean, in the grand scheme of, do we feel like these guys should do the right thing, in quotations? Yeah, but many of them are full of shit, though. You're right, Maxie. That is true. That is true. Going for the whole sympathy thing. Oh, poor me. There's a lot of that. I agree. I'm with you, Maxie. I'm with you. Totally with you. It's a waste of, not a waste of, but unfortunate that our tax dollars have to pay to get these guys off the street and stuff. It's better for them to go to prison. It would be better if they weren't. Oftentimes they get to go to their own special little place. But that's a whole different subject. The laws, and pedos are they are cowards. They are cowards. They really are. They're cowards, and they prey on children, which is wrong. Prison, they have a great time there. Most of them are living great, protected. They're not wrong, Maxie. You're not wrong. Because of the feeling of, I think, of the prisons that they don't want to get sued if something happens, and the family of the pred will sue the prison and that sort of stuff, which is wrong. Want to play? How are you? I'm glad you're here. 100% cowards. They have no problem talking to children. Yep. But when they get confronted by a man, they become giant biatches. That is true, Erica. That is true. I posted a couple of pics and a few shorts of the fish from last night, Jamie. Okay. When I'm done with this, I will definitely go look. Thank you for doing that, Corza. Thank you, thank you. I like to see what people do in their lives and stuff. That's why Dahlia put up her horse video, the very first one. I was like, I want to see your horses. And now Dahlia puts up stuff. And it's very nice to see. Shout out to Letcher. Yep, Letcher method. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep. For being a man about it. Yep. Dude was brave. We got to give him that much. Dude was brave. He was like, that's it. Going in. And that was totally nothing on the boys. That was that one cop who stupidly walked away and left him standing on the top of his stoop right outside his house. took a phone call, walked away, and you could see it. Like you could see him kind of look around like he was thinking, and then went inside, locked the door quick. Yep, absolutely. Cop let him back inside. 'Cause the cop walked away. Yep. Cop should have never walked away from him. Never, never, never. That was totally on the cop. Totally on the cop. And then to cuff the guys at the station, like at the gas station, like they were going to leave when you told them to go down the block because you didn't want them. What happened with the cop? So Corza, there was a guy in, was it North Dakota or South Dakota, that they were catching, and they went to his house, and Alex was talking to him, just right outside the door to his house. He was standing on the top step right outside his door. And so the cops show up and asked Alex to go to the street, which he did, over by the van. And the cop was standing there talking to the guy, the pred, outside of his house. And the cop either got a phone call or made a phone call because he was by himself. So he had to check on what should be done or whatever, I guess. And as he was on the phone, he walks away, strolls away from the house, and leaves the guy standing outside the front door to his house. And the guy quickly went into the house, and you could see him lock the screen door and go inside. And then the cop goes back and tries to get the door open. The door's locked, and he's like, yada, yada. Another cop shows up, and in the meantime, while they're trying to get the door open, the cops are like looking in the windows and stuff, and you hear a pop, and the guy did exactly what you think the pop was meant to do. So that at that point, they just kind of yank the door open and go in, and he got airlifted away, and he ended up no longer being of this world. But he wasn't immediately no longer of this world. So yeah, yep. Wasn't the family trying to sue the police department or something? Oh, I don't know, Omar. Is that true? I'll have to maybe do some research on that. Somebody should do some research. Oh, did your friend Alex get... No, the predator went into his house and had used his own gun, apparently. And, yeah, he just said he was an RSO. And I think, did he do time? Maxie, do you remember if he had done time in the past? I feel like maybe he had for the same thing, but he was a registered S offender, I believe. So he decided, he knew he was going to be in way deep trouble. So, yep, he took himself. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. One could say he took the coward's way out, and one could also say that he took the brave way out. It's like, nope, I'm not doing it. Saved the taxpayers a bunch of money. Didn't he get off a DUI manslaughter before that? Maybe Tony, I don't know. I know he had some kind of I thought it was RSO, but good riddance, absolutely, Corza, yes. Yes. But they asked the team and the boys there was a gas station like down the road, so they wanted them away from the house because they had a helicopter coming in to airlift the guy out. And so the team, Alex and the boys, went down to the gas station and were just kind of hanging out waiting. And they weren't going to leave, But then one of the cops came down and was like, oh, the sergeant doesn't want you guys to leave. Hi, Liz, my sis. So all the boys got handcuffed because they thought they were going to leave. And they left the live stream in the van. And the boys are standing outside the van in cuffs. They were detained. Yes. Remember? And does everybody remember that was when Agent Orange was around, and Agent Orange was calling to find out what was happening and stuff on the ground? I remember that. Does everybody remember that? I remember that. I'm sure I was probably clipping because I know I watched it, but yeah. Because we were all like, oh my God, the boys. Oh, Dave's birthday. Dave, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to David. Happy birthday to you. Woo, woo. Yay, nice. Sorry that you have to be on the road, but I hope it's at least a decent day. Maxie, I know, isn't that so cool, Liz? Maxie's here. I'm so happy. I'm so glad she's here. So glad Maxie's here. Maxie, it would be awesome for you to do an interview with Short Bus. I'd love to know how you got involved with the team. But I kind of agree with that, Dahlia. Although Maxie likes to keep her privacy. Ugh, Agent Orange. Not a fan? I used to like Agent Orange. I thought he was pretty good. I thought he I thought he was doing a good job, I feel like. He was kind of a little uh, I'm not going to say odd. Let's say different, but yeah, maybe you can yeah, okay. Maybe that's something you discuss. He was kind of weird, like behind the scene. He did seem like he was um, neurodivergent, let's say. Let's put it that way. Kind of like that, neurodivergent. Hi, baby. I don't think you really want to go outside, though. I think you're just being a nudge. I think you're just being a nudge. I loved Adrian. I kind of liked him too. I remember when it might have been the very last or one of the last catches that he did was the guy who had the really bad speech impediment. I don't think, I gotta, hold on guys. I need to tell my vacuum not to vacuum. Oh, my daughter did another video of the molting. I think she did the bald wren. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I gotta, crap on a cracker. How do I find my, we are all, oh, TP Long Island is texting. Shy some way, it probably saves the victims of his crimes from suffering. Yes, Korza, I agree with you on that. I put a photo on my YouTube post since you were saying you like to see us doing out there. My videos, they are all old. I will check your stuff out, Willie Carroll. I do love seeing what people, Alaskan Assassin Adventure. Yo, how'd you find my channel? AAA, I'm just gonna call you AAA. How'd you find my channel, AAA? Were you scrolling and found me? Are you from Locals? You have a really cool name. Do you put stuff up on your... I'm going to have to check out your channel because I bet you put cool stuff on your channel. Bill Evans! Whoop, 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 whoop. Bill Evans in the house. You know you've made it when Bill Evans shows up. I don't know why Zoey is coughing. Trying to get attention. I love Agent. I did too, Liz. I loved him. Say hi to Mike for me. I will, Bill. I will. I think there may be... Everybody, just keep eyes peeled. I cannot confirm nor deny, but there may be. That would be fine, Maxie. We love a good troll on the short bus. What did Maxie say? Yes, I have to coordinate with short bus, but I'm probably not going to answer much. Yes, and I'm sure Maxie will be wearing the face vest. She likes to, and she should stay as anonymous as possible. I'm down with that, Maxie. It's good that you do that. Short bus doesn't troll. Strictly business. Short bus is a sweetheart, a nice guy. Hey, we are back. Yes, we are back. I'm sorry. That text sound that we heard earlier was my daughter texting me, and apparently she's made another short, and I'll put that up in a little bit. And I'm sure so I had a wren come to my feeder who's molting just on the top of his head. So he's like a bald old man, and I was going to make a video. Yes, welcome, AAA. I'm glad that you're here. I still would like to know how you found me. Were you just scrolling and just popped in and was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I hope you check out my stuff while you're here. And if you like what you see, subscribe and hang. I've been trying to do lives more regularly, but my main thing is just videos of I'm replaying over and over Little Miss Snow White, the last short on my Roku. But it's mostly videos of birds in my bird feeder. I have a bird feeder with a camera on it. And I make informational videos and stuff. And I've gotten some interesting birds in my stuff, and I post those. Liz, hey, beautiful, how are you? Hopeful Mama asked. I don't think Shug would make her turn her camera on. Oh, I'm sure if she didn't want to turn her camera on, he wouldn't make her turn her camera on. So that's true. She could keep her camera off. But if she does come on camera, she'll definitely be messed up. I love birds too, Maxie. This has been the best gift. It was either a birthday or a Mother's Day gift. My birthday is the end of May. I think it was Mother's Day. I'm not sure. From my daughter and son-in-law. It's the best gift I've gotten, like, in the longest time. I love it so much. I love it so much. Had a little issue with rats shortly after, in the first few months. Now, there's still a bunch of birdseed on the ground, so critters can come passing through and eat stuff off the ground, but I haven't had an issue with the rats staying in the yard any longer after that. So I bring them in, and then... Oh, are you buffering, Corza? There's nobody else. Is anybody else? I don't see any buffering. Maybe it's just you, Corza. I hope you're not losing your connection. So yeah, so bringing the feeders in and then putting them out has alleviated that. Once my chickens start listening, I'll let them back out to free range. Nice. Nice that you have free range chickens. Okay, because I must have missed, I thought there was another catch I missed yesterday where that happened. I think there were 2 catches, but only one had it buffered for a second. I was probably buffering when I had to minus the live down to go, and I needed to pause my robot vacuum. Hey, Jamie, I'm so glad I caught your live and I subscribed so I can jump in when I see you're on. I was buffering too a little. I have to drive right now. Okay, be safe, Maxie. Be safe. Bye, Maxie. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing, Maxie. I appreciate you. I really do. Yeah, the buffering was because I wanted to stop my vacuum so we didn't have to listen to it. And also I was looking to see who texted me. I'm going to give it another probably 5 minutes, and then I'm going to end this because I think stuff might be happening, and Miss Zoey is sad at the door, so I will go out with her. Oftentimes she likes me. I kind of like to go out with her because I don't like her eating the birdseed off the ground, so people are going to catch me out. Okay, all right, so let's go. All right, we're going to go. I love you guys. Bye. Thank you for being here, everybody.